and
Hi. Other action figures each sold separately. From
record the purr.
Jenny, get the door. It must be Cousin Willie. Okay. Hi. What's up?
Ah, there we go. Something chill to watch. The following video is rated R and is intended for an adult audience. So if you're under 18, take a fucking hike, eh? As this video may contain adult themes and situations, strong language and opinions, good and bad advice, cannabis cultivation and consumption. So as long as you're a responsible adult, kick back, spark one up, and enjoy the show.
And
Works.
Hi everybody. Oh, forgot my hat. Bloop. There we go. How y'all doing today? Give me 1 second here. I wanted to see something here. Is my mic working? Yeah, it seems to be working. First in chat was Louis Migul, and then Jake Grows, Sammy, Happy Dude, Jason Windsor. Oh, Jason, by the way, I sent your package off. Sorry it took so long, man. I had a pile up of mail outs that needed to go off, but it's gone. It's off to the races. And then the rest of the things go on, but those are the first few people that were part of the notification squad there. How the heck y'all doing? Let's see here, what's going on here. Clint Worm says, used the code CANNABEARD on Amazon's Infinity to save 71 bucks. Whew. Nice. Good job, good job. Yeah, you can use AC Infinity for their fans and stuff, but while I'm on the topic of being, of like sponsors and support, this episode is brought to you by MARSHYDRO. You can also use the code CANNABEARD right here to save some money on some MARSHYDRO gear if you guys are into that kind of thing. And so far, I'm loving this 8x4 tent that I got with those two lights that are the, hold on a second, fc-e4800s. Two of them. They're beautiful lights, man. Those are friggin' sexiest lights that they offer, man. Woo! And by the way, if you're still watching, I got a hater in here. Folks, somebody came in here and immediately in the first 3 seconds, one of the first like 5 people that liked or disliked this video, this one's for you. That's for disliking the video. And for everybody else that didn't dislike it, I'm fucking sorry. The majority of you just took the punishment for one prick, and I'm sorry. I had a big burp. I thought it'd be funny for a second, and now I'm instantly regretting it. I'm sorry. Let's move on to have a fucking dab.
it's dab time, motherfucker.
There goes all my subscribers right there. Poof, out the door.
Time to take a fucking
But seriously. Seriously. What the heck are you doing with your life that you're just waiting? You're subscribed to me. You get notifications on your phone and you're like, ooh, CANNABEARD, that piece of shit, dislike. That will ruin his day. You really think that's happening? You think that's what's going on? You think your dislike bums me out? Actually, just so you know, a dislike is better than nothing at all. If you did nothing and left my channel alone, it would be more detrimental than a dislike. Dislike is actually a good thing. It shows that not everybody agrees with what I'm saying and that there is some reality and that YouTube won't think that it's just bots spam liking me or something. So hey, thanks for the reality check. Speaking of my cool new hats, or my cool hats and stuff, I got a new addition for the hat. Recently, last weekend, I think, I put on this new Subnautica fish. Vote for Ted Smith. I got a brand new one here, folks, and I'm gonna add it to my hat today. It's for those of you who knows what this is, you're pretty cool in my books. But this is an Usagi Yojimbo pin, and this is technically Stan Sakai, the creator. He's a comic book artist. This is technically his old signature. He used to sign his comic books like this with a little circle, the ears, and a. It was Jason Windsor. It was me. Oh no, I burped at you for nothing. Damn it. Let's put this right up by my other new pin. Right here. We're going to stick it right up by the other new pin. Shit. Oh no. Now I feel like a total jerk burping all into the camera and stuff. Anyway, there we go. Usagi Ojimbo. Boop. Yeah, my backwards, my forwards and backwards are all wonked. This is on my little bit of a bling hat. Do you like my bling? I'm not much of a bling person, but I thought bling hat would be all right. That'd be okay. It's an acceptable amount of bling. There we go. Right there, I think. I believe somebody said dab time. Bro, you think I'm turning gray? No. I am absolutely turning gray. Here, give me a second. It's because I turned the main light off. I forgot to turn this light off already. I usually turn this one off because it shows all my grays. Actually, it usually does a weird light. I put a new shade on this light, but look what happens if I take the shade off. There's this weird light bleed. It all like fuzzy. It's like a fog or something. But look at this. Watch when I put it down. Watch it. How much a difference it makes. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that like kind of nuts? The difference that makes. That's usually why I don't use this light right here, because it usually does that. What are you guys all smoking on today? I am smoking on some CBD cheese. Oh, this is my wonderful medicine. Oh, man. Oh, wowzer. Wowzer. Okay, let's get right into the show here. Let's start doing some things. Let's switch cameras here for starters. So first off, let's put a couple of stickers up on the thing, and then we'll talk about this package that's right here. I want to stick up this sticker right here, Microbial Mass, because they kick ass. And it looks like the 9 Inch Nails logo. For anybody who knows, this looks a lot like the 9 Inch Nails logo, and therefore I like it a lot, because I quite enjoy 9 Inch Nails. And then Envy, which is just a... I believe they are a edibles. Miss Envy. Oh! It's an edibles and topicals company and stuff. They're a little bit marketed, but hey, I believe this is the stuff my mom takes. I believe that the Miss Envy CBD drops is the brand that my mom takes. I'm actually almost positive on that. So anyway, these two are going to go up on the board. I'm going to stick this red one right over here, right under Jason Windsor. There you go, buddy. Nice big bright red thing underneath you. And this microbial mass. Where do you want to live, my friend? Where do you want to live? That is a good... Come on. You got to get off the thing. Let me have your sticker first. There we go. What about up here? Is there... Yeah, I could probably stick it up here, and then there's another little spot for another little one underneath of something else later down the road. Yay. There we go. Yay. So there's 2 stickers done with. Let me put these things over here. Oh yeah, my trash isn't in here. I took the trash out of here. Okay, so this bad boy right here, though, this is another story. This is this is a 3x3 from Mars. MARSHYDRO sent me a 3x3 because I've got this other light up here that I took out of the old 3x3 that I couldn't. Oh man, come on now. Hey. There we go. Ooh, that was way up there. This thing right here. So this is the MARSHYDRO fc-e4800, 3000, I believe. know, it's got a cord, and you attach this cord to a fucking power supply, and off it goes, man. I fucking like these systems. This is actually similar to the systems I got in the new tent, except this is Samsung diodes. The other ones are these new type of diodes that I can never remember the damn name of. So I'm just gonna move this over here. But this light, I'm working on a video. You guys haven't, hold on, let me come back down here. There we go. I'm working on a video. You guys haven't seen this video yet because I'm not done building it. But you guys seen me growing some crazy, crazy strain that I kept sort of being all weirdly secretive about it. That's what was growing under that. It's just I wasn't allowed to use that tent on the channel anymore due to awesome sponsorship opportunities that I have. Holy crap, I'm wobbling. I'm bringing the stool. I'm gonna sit down. Oh goodness, that's so much better. Due to sponsorship reasons, I can't use that tent anymore. So I gave it to my aunt. Anyway, this bad boy right here is another 3x3, exactly the same tent. It's going to go right up in the exact same spot, and I'm just going to plunk it down there. And we're going to continue to grow things in it. And this is something where I want you guys, the audience, yeah, please don't forget to subscribe like that little flashy thing just said. But this is where I want you guys, the audience, to tell me something. Now, there's one caveat catch to this. I need you to tell me, I need you to come back to this video after the video and comment on the video. Not necessarily in live chat. I'll come and take a look at what you guys say in live chat, but I'm making my decision based on comments on the video. That's after this, after the live stream is done, you gotta come back and make a comment. So I've got two options, this is what's going on here. I got some seeds, I got seeds back here, and I got two options. I don't quite, well, I mean, I got three options really, but there's two that I'm really thinking about, and I don't quite know what to do. So, let me see if I can pull them out here, and we can discuss this. One of them, I'll tell you right now, one of them is Hash Church. Yeah, there we go, Hash Church, right here. Now this Hash Church is like a fucking white plant. Yeah. Zach is not the breeder. Zach was the person that gifted this to me. Thank you, sir. I've got one of these were gifted from Zach, and one of them was gifted by Wormy. But anyway, the package, just forget the freaking name. It's called Hash Church. This is some serious frost right here, okay? So this is one option that I've really got high on my mind here. And the other one that I was really thinking about was, where is it? Where is it? Of course, I'm not going to, why didn't I just bring them out first so that I wouldn't have to dig for them while on the middle of a live stream? No, those are all, oh, these are all the autos. Oh, pardon me, what is this? No, I'm in the wrong section. Those are all auto flowers. I don't want an auto flowers. Where the heck was it? Oh, that's right, that's what it was. I remember. Okay, so Hash Church, right? Or this stuff called orange bud that actually apparently really tastes and smells like oranges. And both of them are photo periods. And I'm going to run a photo period in a 3x3 tent in GAIAGREEN super soil with GAIAGREEN amendments and tea. You know, I'm going to do the full package deal, but I'm going to use a brand new bag of some super soil, and and I think I might even, I'm not sure about this yet, so I'm not gonna, I'm gonna say it, but I'm not locking this one in. So I might use an auto pot again. I might try an auto pot again. I might. However, I need to think about that one a little bit. That's irrelevant. So realistically, this is what I need you guys to do. Sorry, I get all crazy and frickin' sidetracked because I'm stoned and a stoner. Hash Church. I want you to vote in the comments after the video. Hash Church or Orange Bud. Orange Bud is from I Love Growing Marijuana. Hash Church is, well, it was given to me. It was given to me gifted through Coastal Mary Seeds. I believe they offer them in very rare instances, but I can't recall the breeder name off the top of my head. I'm sure somebody in chat knows, so please, I guess it's actually over that. That's really weird. That's very bizarre. It's that way on the screen, even though technically the monitors are way over there. And, yeah, that's a bit odd. That's weird to do. Or no, wait a minute. That is right. No, I'm fucking stoned. I am so stoned that maybe we need to get stoneder. I think that's what's going on. I'm not stoned, and I'm not stoned correctly. I've gotten just high enough to get stupid. I need to get just a little bit higher to even that shit out and go back into normality. Does that make some sense? Yeah, hash church or orange bud. Or I got a garlic thing, a garlic brothel. That's something else that really interested me, was this garlic thing. But I think I'm going to stick with what I said there. Hey, come on now.
It's dab time, motherfucking dab time, dab time, dab time. Time to take a fucking dab break.
Natural born smokers or breeders or something? Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds correct. And then we're going to get into the fucking 8x4 and we're going to start feeding those beautiful fucking ladies that I got going on. They are 3 weeks old. They grow up so fast. Oh my goodness. They are actually doing really, really good for 3 weeks. I'm impressed. And I'll tell you why too in a second. I got a real good theory as to why. Man, that is some good abs. Okay, here, let me kill that. Hey. Bring this over here like this. Hey. There we be, folks. Let me swap over to a little bit better of a camera here. Bring it on in. So, in this corner, weighing in at 3 weeks old, we have Miso Cheesy, the accidental breeding of CBD cheese and sweet and sour. Courtesy of yours truly, CANNABEARD. This is my strain. This is my accidental strain. They're growing pretty good. Let's come on in for a little closer look. So this one here has got a little bit of some interesting leaf curl, a little bit in a few spots. I've seen this before, actually, in the CBD genetic. That's definitely part of its mother. It's a mother trait for sure. Ooh, pardon me. And then over here we got looks like as far as I'm gonna have to start pheno hunting these. Now these are autoflowers, and pheno hunting autoflowers is a whole different ball game than pheno hunting photoperiod. It is a very different animal. Anyway, we will be starting a pheno hunt series of this strain right here this fall at some point. I don't know exactly when, but I'll let you know as it gets closer to it. Anyway, probably after this run at the very least, so I can have time to observe. But so far, it looks like we've got 1, 2 of the same trait so far. These two right here, I would say, are in the same wheelhouse. They look identical. They have the same height, same colorization, same amount of leaves, same kind of movements, whereas this one here just has a slight difference. So it looks like it's exposing 2 different genetic types right now, but with only using such a small control grow as only 3 of them. I'm not going to be able to really tell. So that's why we're going to get into a proper pheno hunt with like fucking 12 of them or something this fall. Anyway, moving on. Over here we got in the middle, wearing the heavyweight dirt belt. The former home of the Dresden Green Diamonds, used to live right in the center, is now the home of Gelato from Coastal Mary Seeds, baby. Coastal Mary Seeds, baby. Yeah. Looking good. Yeah, looking pretty darn good, you know. They are actually, it's interesting though. I did nothing. I haven't done a single trim. I did actually get a very slight pheno difference between these two. This one here has a little bit thinner leaves and a little more of them, whereas this one over here has got a little fatter leaves, definitely more indica looking. Look at these big chonk leaves, big chonkadonks. They look like big duck foots or something. It's not duck foot, but look at them. Look at these ones, right? They're still big leaves, but they look a little different. That's the same strain. That's okay. Phenotypes happen. That's okay. Don't be freaking out or anything here. That's super normal, especially amongst autos, unless they've been completely stabilized, which is very rare, especially amongst autos. Moving on. Anyway, they're looking good. They're growing happy. They're just as happy as those ladies over there. They look just as healthy. Moving on to this corner. In the final corner, wearing the 3 jugs in the left corner near the frickin' penguin. Hey, buddy. These are the sweet and sour that I also bred. I can't believe I'm saying that out loud. It sounds fucking crazy, but it's true. It was more of a dire attempt to save the genetic. So that's what these are. These are sweet and sour from Mephisto Genetics. I just bred one of the arms. I forced one of the arms into a male and then bred it with itself. So it's a bit of a frickin' Frankenstein first generation inbreeding. But hey, it will still taste the same, right? I'm gonna kick your ass. You better taste the same. I'm sure it will. I'm sure they will. I'm sure they're gonna taste fucking wonderful. I'm actually really excited for this this grow. So as the tell of the tale was, we got 3 sweet and sours over here. We got 2 gelatos right in the dead center, and then we got 3 miso cheesy, which is a sweet and sour over here crossed with the CBD cheese, which is what I'm dabbing on. Interesting. I'm dabbing on the parents. I'm dabbing on one of the parents, one of the mothers for sure. Actually, it's a mixture of all the mothers. But you can see this one here. I don't want to step on that. Is it still good? My feed good? Yeah. Okay, good. You can see this one leaf curl right here. You see that one leaf going frickin' curly Q? And there's another one over on the other side there, and I can see the telltale signs of a couple more leaves that are going to do this little curly Q thing. And that's okay. That's okay. That's not a bad thing. Those ones grew just fine, but it's definitely a blatant phenotype marker that I need to start paying attention for, and writing down in my little book. Write down the ones. There's one fairly normal, stacked, good-looking sized medium plant, good spacing, and then we got one that's short with a little bit of curly leaf action. Oh, what is that? All right, let's do it. Let's have a dab. You're gonna have to deal with the weird lighting while I have a dab. It's just how it works. Hold on a second. Let's find out, actually. Let's see if I can overpower it with this and win both sides of this war. A little bit. That is some bright shit back there, man. That is definitely winning the camera's attention. Oh, we got to vote for the hash church. But yes, please do take a moment after and vote either hash church or the orange bud. I'm really excited to smoke the orange bud, but I'm also really excited to grow that hash church. And here's the thing too, guys. This is something else to keep in mind too. I will absolutely be plunking one of my frickin' time-lapse cameras in there. So we will be, regardless, that 3x3 is going to have a little bit of testing done on it, and it's going to be filmed the whole way. Which is, we're gonna have the time lapse things. I'm gonna start putting time lapse in fucking everything. Oh. So I want to show you a quick little something here. This is where the 3x3 tent will be going. You can see there's my laptop over there, and the monitor, and my little dab station, and then one of my cameras up there. But I'm gonna redesign the watering station because I don't fucking like it. And then we're just gonna put the frickin' 3x3 right back where it came from. There used to be a 3x3 that lived right in this exact space. It's a fucking perfect space for it. It's gonna go right back where it came from. That's this guy right here. And like I said, I'm just gonna throw, I wanna throw a single photo period plant in this and grow it to appropriate size, scrogged properly, whatever. And maybe just I might just put a giant tomato frame in there like I did last time, just to give it a little bit of oomph if it needs it. And let it go to town, man. And film that bitch. Time lapse, like a beautiful time lapse. I love me. These new cameras are so fucking awesome. You guys don't even know. Also, let's have a quick peekaboo. Let's show off a few things that are happening here. And then we'll get into the feeding time, because that's what we're actually, if I remember, before I forget, that's actually what it says on the frickin' title of this video, is it's time to feed something. But this is my little worm bin right here. Ooh, the little worm bin could probably use a little watering, hey? Okay, I can do that. Right here. I got a jug with a little bit of water. Now, so far, all I've been really doing, the soil's fine. I'm just trying to keep this top layer moist right here. Just like that. A little bit of water now and then. So this is an actual worm factory. I have done a video. It's part way through editing. It's actually been taking me a while. I'm a little bit backed up on a couple of videos, but I got a couple of new videos coming out pretty soon, folks, that are good, some good shit. And the first one of the ones that should be coming out pretty soon is me setting up this worm factory thing down here. It's still only in its very first layer, so there's not technically like a ton to show. But I did put worms from my worm bin in here, and you know, they're doing their business, man. There's some compost in there, and they're doing their thing, you know. Doesn't smell weird or nothing, and it's been a good little thing to have here. And I've got more bins that you stack on it as they start filling up, so then eventually you can take the new one and stick it on the bottom, and stick it on the top, and then take the bottom one off and recycle it and get fresh worm castings. My own homemade worm castings. It's going to be a beautiful thing. I'm really excited about it. But here's one magic trick I'm going to teach you when it comes to doing any top dressing, any sort of a powdered fertilizer. Turn your damn fans off. If you're in a greenhouse, shut the door. Turn your fans off. I'm not kidding you. It'll make a big difference. It'll make a huge difference. Everybody's saying Hash Church, eh? I think the Hash Church is just going to win. Everybody's going to be talking. Yeah, like, I mean, I want to say, part of me is like, I want to say, like, why did I even bother giving you guys an option? I should have just picked Hash Church, but I want you guys to pick, man. I like the interaction. I like you guys being able to say, who knows, maybe the comments will fucking say a very different story. So make sure if you're feeling passionate that you come back and you comment after the video and just say Hash Church if that's what you want, man. And if that's what you want, if that's what enough of you want, that's who's gonna win. And that's who we'll do. And then we'll do a fucking full film documented video of that one. I think it's a good idea. It's not like I gave you guys like a fucking bum choice or anything. I wanted to grow that orange bud. I wanted to taste that shit. I guess tasting something for my sake, isn't quite as exciting as looking at something cool you guys are all interested in seeing. Am I right? So, I guess we should talk about this, I guess, a little bit here. Let's divert the camera's attention just for a moment, and I'll try to explain what's all going on here. So, this is a combination of a couple of things. I mixed it ahead of time because I didn't want to sit here and weigh it all up in front of you, and I was just busy and I got doing a whole bunch of other things. So what it is about it's a little bit not I don't want to say shy of the scoopage, but I made up for it with the other things, if that makes some sense. So, for example here, there's 10, 20, 40, 60, 65, and 5. So there's 70. I think there was about 30 mountainous scoops in here. Like they were just mountaining scoops, so I counted each one sort of as a double. And it was, so it might technically be a little bit shy on the amount that it wants. But there's also worm castings in here. There's about 2 or 3 cups of worm castings in here. And when I'm saying, when I said talk about scoops of 30 scoops of double-sized scoops of what, you might ask? That's GAIAGREEN all-purpose. It's the baby stuff. They're young. But even though that's the case, they still got 3 big scoops of this, just to get the extra stuff into the system. And then they got a little bit of kelp meal, because you can't go wrong with some kelp meal. It's kind of low in the numbers. Good stuff. And a little bit, I think I put a single scoop of the blood meal in there, because it's like a nitrogen kablamo. Should help them frickin' kickstart their nitrogen. And then I just mixed it all up in here with, I said, a couple, about three cups of worm castings as well. And that's my top dressing recipe. That's essentially how I'm doing it, man. Beard, your plants you bred will be autos, or a small % chance that photo. No, they should be autos. They were both autos. Everything was an auto that it bred with, so they should maintain their auto nature, I frigging hope. Anyway, that's basically what's going on in the bucket. I wanted to kind of show you what was in there before we fricking started just scooping shit in there. Let me kick that out of the way. All right. Hey, now, let me see here. Yeah, right about there. So this is one interesting thing here. Hold on a second. I got to grab a container of some sort. Let me grab something from outside. Yes, perfect. There we go. Just a bottom here from a pot, one of these things, just to put some leaves in. I'm gonna yank a couple of leaves while I'm in here. Like for example, this guy right here. These are the first 2 true leaves that come up on your plant. These are those little 3. You get those first ones that look like this, right? You get that first single leaf that grows up. You know that one? I don't know there's a name for it, but it looks like this, right? There's a single leaf that comes up, and then there's that next set, which is the 3, and then they start going normal after that. I'm gonna take these little 3s and the singles if I can see them. Oh yeah, here's the singles. See, there we go. Little singles. Hey ladies, I'm single. Or hey dudes, I guess it's a freaking lady. Never mind, fuck off. Just shut up. Shut up, Beard. Just drop it. Anyway, I'm gonna take just that off. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do. I don't wanna fuck with the rest of this. This is all good still. So this topsoil's still pretty loose. I don't wanna go too crazy on mixing the topsoil because I've, let me see if I can get in close enough and show you that. I don't know if you're gonna see that. I don't know if you can see any of these. The lighting's right, but there's little green guys. Like here's one right here. There's clovers. I put a little bit of clovers as a cover crop in here and a nitrogen fixer. Not that it's going to need a nitrogen fixer, but whatever. So the only sort of eyeballing thing at this point is I've sort of got enough in here for everything, but I don't want to spend the time. I'm trying to be lazy for YouTube's purposes, measuring out exactly how much I'm supposed to put in here. So I'm going to take some very, very educated guesses, and I'm going to go maybe a little bit on the light side, and then I'm going to go around and disperse the last little bit slowly on everybody so that I'm not wasting anything or putting too much on one kind of jazz. Okay, like that here. Let me see, I'm gonna scoop about. Yeah, let's say I scoop about like that. I'm gonna come on in here. This is one of the good things I like about having the smaller one here on the wheel. So it gives me a chance to maneuver it around a little bit. So same thing, I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna plunk these triples and the singles off very carefully. Don't want to hurt them. They're pretty delicate little ladies at this point. There we go. And then same deal. I'm just going to lightly disturb the surface, but I don't want to kick it up because I don't want to kill any of those little baby clovers that are coming in. This one's obviously getting a much heftier scoop. It's literally twice the size pot. This is a 10 gallon. The other one's a 5. 10 gallon is overboard for autoflowers, 100%. So if anybody wants to say that in comments, I'm ahead of you. Yeah, it's too big. I'm only doing this to keep my super soil alive. This is my no-till pots from my last grow, and I want to keep them alive, so I am using them. But yeah, they are a little bit big for autoflowers for sure. But we'll see. Maybe it'll make them freaking go crazy. I doubt it, but we'll see. 5 seems to be the freaking sweet spot of all sweet spots. There we go. I don't want to actually get. You don't want to. If you can help it, try not to really honestly. I know it's only organics, but you still don't want to like sprinkle it all over your plant. It'll still kind of burn your plant a little bit. Like it's not good for your leaves. It'll leave some marks and stuff sometimes. It doesn't mean that it's bad for your plant, it burn your plant or anything, but actually I'm going to give that one just a smidge more. I think that one was a little on the light side. And I see a little spot in the back that could use some, so there we go. Poof. Oh man, that is hard to get in there. I'm glad. That's one thing I like about this type of top dressing is you only have to do it like once a month. And these being super soils, this brings me to my point. I was saying earlier I had a theory on why I thought that these plants were doing so well already, and I blame that on the fact that they're in super soil that's been a no-till from my last grow, so there's already like good organic action happening. And one of the things, here's one of the theories. This is an interesting one, so bear with me for a second. But one of the theories behind no-till, especially with cannabis, is cannabis really develops this symbiotic relationship and communication web system through through their little micro roots and the beneficial things like mycorrhizae and these kinds of fungal networks. They have beneficial symbiotic friendships in the soil, right? This makes some sense. But the roots take time to develop, kick in, make these relationships, bond them, and then now they can start utilizing them. The truth is, this is fun, this is cool, check this out. In the cases of this, it takes approximately 2 to 3 months to get to this point of symbiotic nature between your soil and your jujus in there, right? Your organics. But autoflowers only take 3 months. And then you break it all up and mix it all up and destroy all of these highways that you've created. And everything, you destroy it all. You just bulldoze the whole fucking thing and then mix it all back, pour it in, pack it down, and fucking start over. And that's fine. But the no-till concept is now this root system is there. You take out this core, you get your core root thing out. Right? But you just don't till the rest of it. You maybe break up the surface a little bit so you can add new stuff to it and the new feeder roots can get through easily, but you don't fucking till anything. You leave it where it is. And then you plant a new cannabis plant right in the same spot. And it's what happens is those cannabis plants, these new roots will go back down and they'll find all of these old pockets and all these old relationships and slip right on into those gloves, man. Just putting them gloves right back on, and then, okay, here's the network. Let's plug right in. Whoa. Okay, what do we need? We need fucking calcium. We need this. Let's start growing, boys. And they go crazy, right? And it saves so much time leaving that network the fuck alone. In nature doesn't till that shit all the time. That's why people, the no-till nerds, fucking freak out about how well this works. It's a really interesting theory. I don't know shit about shit. I'm just trying it out, and it seems to be... I'm only in my second run with these soils, so I can't say shit, but whatever. They look good so far. But I like the theories. I like these things I'm reading, these things I'm hearing. They sound cool. They sound natural. I like the sort of this natural concept, which is also why I'm doing this cover crop system. And as soon as I think the key what happened last time is I overwatered last time and I got a gnat fly problem, and it just exacerbated because I had a perfect environment for them to just go flourish city, and there was nothing to stop them, and they flourished. Whereas this time, I've got all sorts of preventative measures set up ahead of time, and I'm not going to be using a drip system this time. I'm going to do it by hand every day, watch it like a fucking helicopter parent, and be done with it. Cheers. So, to be really clear too, this pot right here, this black pot, the 5 gallon, and this 5 gallon right here, that's not no-till. That's just recycled soil. It's not necessarily a control, it's just what I had. I had more floor space. So I wanted to stick at least one more fucking, one more plant in there per side. I easily could have stuck one more in there too. I know these plants, none of these get super huge. Actually, I don't know about the gelatos. I know that the other ones won't get super huge or anything, but anyway, speaking of other ones, let's get in there and fucking do a little more action. Let's see here, where is this? It's pointed down at the box. There we go. Okay, now same thing here. I'm going to pop off very carefully, and I really try not to hurt these ladies. Take these little tiny triples off, and then these weird little single things at the bottom. They ain't going to do no good. And then this one here, yeah, this one and this one are very different. I'm actually going to take a little more off this back one than I did off the front. I'm going to take, I see some little sidebars growing in a very small area. There we go. But I'll leave the second set. I'm not going to take, there was just these little, I don't know if you can see that, but there was these little tiny branches coming out of the spot where they had the singles. And that was a little too low for my taste. So I'll just take that out. That's it. I don't want to screw with any of the rest of it. But it definitely had a early branching system compared to the other plant, for sure. It started branching side branches off immediately. Anyway, I'm going to say, yeah. I'm trying to like eyeball how much is here and trying to divvy it out and everything. So I think this is probably pretty good. And again, I'm going to try to protect them. Try not to, you know, it's still just, oh shit, that's maybe a little much. Hold on, I need more for this one here too. Whoops, a little crazy there. And then I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit of what was left in the middle there. And then I'm going to kind of spread this around a little bit, but definitely focusing the majority of the nutrients around the plants themselves. Not going too crazy in the middle because nothing growing there. I mean, their roots, don't get me wrong, their roots are going to go down in there a little bit, so I mean, they can have a little bit in the middle there, but I'm just not trying to go too crazy is all I'm saying. Okay, now, same on you. We're gonna do just a little pruny. Take your little singles off. But there's enough stalk on that one. It has some side branching off of its little first set of stalks there too. I'm not even gonna take the triples off on this one. It's got enough height. I'm only concerned about things dragging in the soil. So, you're fine. You don't need it. Here we go. Yeah, something kind of like that. And here, I'll take a little bit of soil out of the side of your friend there because he's got tons to just help. There we go. Kind of bury it all up a bit. Good news, good news. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm looking at, can you? Oh yeah, you can. Just barely though, eh? Okay, good. I'm glad I realized that one before it was too late. How's that looking? Yeah, I think you can see these two. So I'm gonna look under here, same. Just take the singles, those are fine. And this back one doesn't, I'll take the singles off just because they're stupid. They don't need anything, but everything else is fine on that one. Here we go. And like I said, once I do about, yeah. So there's going to be some leftovers for sure once I've done what I assuming is a fairly equal distribution to everybody here, minus the fact that these ones got a little less. Because they're smaller. But I tried to take that all into consideration. What was that? It was a rock. I'll just shove it down the side or something. Some dirt. But we got a little bit more here. So I'm going to give everybody another little taste test. Everybody gets a little healthy tablespoon more or something like that. There we go. And I'm just going to do it behind your back here, behind the camera's back on these other ones. Just know that I am doing it right here. And then the rest of it could just go into that one there like that, and boom. Okay. Whew. We did it. We did it. There we go. Now, one last thing. Like I said, you always see me doing this, wiggling my hands, dispersing this a little bit because it's super fucking hydrophobic. It don't want to play nice at all with the water. So there's a couple things you can do. Number one, you can just do what I'm doing right now. Give it a little sprinkle with your fingers, move everything around. Now see if you look down here. Let me step out of this camera, this cord's way here. Let me look back and see here. Is that pointing correctly? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it is. Same thing here. So you go. There we go. Make sure everything's all sprinkled in pretty good. That's the first thing you can do. And then I got one more magic trick up my sleeve here. I'm going to show you what the magic trick is. So, I got a bucket of water here. Hold on, let's back this train up a little bit here. We got a bucket of water, yeah? You recognize this? Want to see a magic trick? Yucca powder. This is the magic trick right here. For hydrophobic, used during all stages of yucca powder during all stages of development. There's never a wrong time to use yucca. You know what yucca does? It makes your water surface tension break. Like, it's the same idea as putting soap into water, and it makes the water wetter and it grabs onto particles. It will wrap itself around ultra dry particles rather than repel and bounce off of them to go to the next one. Does that make sense? When something's so dry that instead of bouncing off like it will when it's hydrophobic, this stuff acts as a binder like soap and does pretty much just that. So, my usual exact measurement of, come on now. You know, it's powder, so you want to be fucking precise. I don't know, something like, sure, right about there. Oh, it's exactly the amount right there. Any more and it'll explode. Any less and it will wither and die. That is not true. Where the fuck is a stick? Where the fuck is a stick? Just whatever. It's yucca, man. And it's just powdered cactus. It ain't gonna hurt nothing, but it has an ability to do something to the water and make it kind of bubbly. Check it out. It looks like there's soap in the water now. Okay, maybe not as... I could probably even put some more in there, to be honest. I might even put a little more in there. But you see what's going on? It makes the water wetter. If that makes any fucking sense. I know it sounds weird. Wetter water, but it's true. It does. It really, really helps if you're dealing with a hydrophobic soil that you've been reusing, or something that just wasn't properly wetted, or something that got too dry. Yada, 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 yada. There's a million reasons why you might want to use this. I like it just for the even watering ability that it comes with. It really wets the areas that you pour it on. It really soaks on in there. This is not the most ideal container. My fucking watering container broke. Yesterday, while watering the plants outside, 2 of my watering jugs broke in a row. It was their time, I guess. I've had them for many years. I truly believe it had to have been just their time, because they both broke in the same day. Within about a half an hour, I was like, fuck, this thing broke on me. Oh, well, I'll go grab the other one. Snap! And then that one broke in the exact same way. And I'm like, what the fuck? Now, to be fair, I've had those jugs for about 4 years. Three? I'm going to say 4 years. 3 or 4 years. Quite a fucking while. And they must have been just sitting in the sun the exact amount of time together, and snap, it was their day. Okay, you know what? I've gotten to a point now where I'm gonna use the pouring one. That jug I've got, that I actually put the yucca powder in, this green thing, it has a habit of splashing shit every fucking where. But once it gets a little down to about half or something, it has a little bit better of a time holding its own. Like that, and then I just tilt the camera, like look back a little bit like that, and there we go. That looks good. And then here we go, same kind of deal here. Also, knowing that the majority of it is around the plants means I don't need to water this whole thing completely. There we go. Same with you. Yeah, I can't wait to go find a new jug. This thing is not, see, there we go, first spill. That's okay. Only one spill. Not bad, not bad. Whatever, man, I can give them more water than that, but you need to water them, is all I'm saying. Because of the fact that it's a dry powdered jerk stuff, you need to water them, because that's how the shit soaks into the water. So I'll be using my sprayer over the next couple of days, making sure this top layer is quite saturated, and I'll water them quite extensively over the next day or two to make sure that all gets into the soil real good. I'm not going to overwater them, but I'm going to make sure they are definitely not underwatered at all. That is for sure. They are going to have healthy drinks. I have yet, actually, no, wait a minute. I was going to say I have yet to turn up the temperature on the lights, but I did. I've actually turned it up to half now. The 2 lights are on half, 50%. They were sitting at about 30% for the first 2 weeks. I actually just put them up yesterday. I forgot about that. I was gonna turn it on today, but I turned it on yesterday, and then I thought, ah, fuck, whatever, I'll just leave it. And I'll just tell you that I turned them on. What's the difference, really? Anyway, yeah. So that's what's going on there. This is what I took out as far as some defoliation. If you really want to see, very little, very, very little. Like I said, just those little tiny, couple of those 3 leaves and a couple of them singles, and that was it. Here we go. And yeah, still on a 24-hour cycle. It is still holding a temperature of around 80 to 84. Seems to be the sort of sweet spot, depending on if my air conditioner in the house is pumping out into the garage or not, and if I got the air conditioner on full blast out here or not. There we go. Let me turn this bugger off. There we be. Okay, there. Let me go back up to as far as I can read up there. So it's looking good. Some frickin' gang signs. You do good work, Beard. Always keeping me inspired. Garden. Put in a little extra work. That's what I like. I'll tell you right now, that's what I like about this no-till system and the organics. Putting in the extra work and the research to putting in the right things at the right time and putting in worms and keeping your soil alive and trying not to fuck it up and stuff is actually easier than it sounds, for starters. It's mostly preparation. It's doing your prep work right, setting shit up for a win. So there's a reason I'm using this stuff, because it's a lazy man's form of growing. It's organic. You don't need to I don't even need to till it at the end of the fucking cycle. I don't need to do much. I just add a little bit of extra nutrients here and there, but once a month, to make sure that they don't absorb everything that's within their soil system and to keep feeding the microbes. And I just let them go to town, and I let the organics and the biology do their freaking magic, man. And that shit trips me out. I love it. Secret ingredients, yucca. Yucca is also microbe food. That's good news. Yeah, yucca's good shit, man. It has really helped. I've had some problems with, I was talking to the guys over at Kootenai Biosoils. It's actually a fairly local organic supplier here in the West Coast of a lot of very interesting stuff. I got some good shit off of them. I've gotten my yucca powder from them. I got my calcium, my Element X, my calcium powder magic stuff that I hide in my soil, so I don't have to frickin' fuck around with CalMag very much. I've got, what else did I get from them? Oh, I got all my rice hulls and all of my biochar from them, just because they were weird specialty items that I couldn't get everywhere. Most things I can get most places, but those were weird things. They're like, rice husks? What you want rice husks for? I'm like, it's a more organic kind of perlite that breaks down and gives you silicate. And they're like, we got perlite. And I'm like, nope, no, I'm good, thanks. I have heard of them. Yeah, they're, Kootenai Biosoils is kind of affiliated with, they've got some things going on with, oh gosh, golly, what are they called? It's a soil company on the East Coast. Oh man. I got a poster, it's downstairs. I want to say it's a W. Man, I'm stoned. I better get stoned, or I can't think of their name. Man, it's a Canadian soil company. They're associated with them, and they do similar stuff as that Black Swallow soils and stuff. They're an organic company. They sell bulk make your own super soil stuff and then some. Good place, man. Good people. Anyway, bottom line is, I got way off track. They fucking sold me on a bunch of this shit, and they hooked me up with the yucca stuff, and said, you got to check this shit out. That'll help you a lot, because I was having some problems. Hey. There we go. Contain that burp, Beard. Don't be gross. I don't do it on purpose. Okay, that one time I did it on purpose, kind of for a joke. But I don't do that kind of stuff anymore on purpose. I try to contain myself a little bit. It is absolutely dab time, motherfucking dab time, dab time, dab time. It's always time for a dab break. Heck, man, it's a dab break when you start. We're like, hey, we're started. How you doing? Dab break. Let's have a break, quick. We just started. Stoners Union, baby. Stepwell, thank you. Thank you. I knew it had a fucking W. It's an S and a W. Stepwell Soil, Stagger for the win. Coming in. Thank you very much. That's exactly the company I was looking for. That's actually who got me hooked on the concept of super soils to begin with. Oh, shit, yeah. Man, that's some good dabs. Oh my god. I fucking found one of my old fucking shirts that I thought was gone to the universe. I haven't seen this shirt in years. I'm talking at least since we moved. I have not seen this at all in this house. So bare minimum 2 and a bit years, which is fucking whatever, man. I found it and I was just like, holy fuck, I love this. Does anybody know in comments what the fuck this is? And no, it's not a meth or a crack. It's not a drug reference. I'll give you that much. It's the only thing I'm going to tell you. I got my wife trimming up strawberry cheese from Costa Mary. It smells so good. Okay, that strawberry cheese was some of the most interesting shit I've grown in a long time. It really left a fucking impression on me for a couple of reasons. Number one, it was a beast. It was an absolute tank of a girl. She grew quite large and quite potent. Like, it is very smelly. I don't know what to say, man. Just insanely smelly. It took over the whole tent. My mother doesn't really care for pot much. She doesn't mind it. She's kind of interested in it because I'm so interested in it, but she doesn't really smoke it very much and stuff. She takes CBD oils and stuff, but she doesn't really smoke weed or care much for it. However, she fucking smelled that strawberry cheese and was like, oh my goodness, you gotta give me some of that. Please give me some of that when it's freaking dried up and stuff. That smells so good. Oh my goodness. What the heck? Why does it smell so good? What's wrong with this? She couldn't believe that she was just flat. She even talked about it the next day. The next day she brought it up. She was just like, why did that stuff smell so good? I'm like, because I grow dank, Mom. And I'm like, no. It's like, obviously it was a good fucking genetic. I mean, I grew it well, obviously. I did a good job. I did something right if it smelled that fucking good. But yeah, man, it is good. It's good. Don't be so sensitive. Burps were meant to come out. You know, I got some serious flack for burps in the past. And here's the reality. I am a pop-aholic. I drink carbonated drinks. Brown pop, root beer. Man, this is all burp town we're talking about. We're talking like burp-tastic. You might as well be drinking like homebrew beer. You're just burp city, man. I drink the burpiest of liquids known to man. I like them. I'm not trying to be a burper. And I'm doing dabs. And this shit's hard on my throat. And I need cool drinks or a coffee or something. And it's like the middle of the... I don't want a fucking coffee. It's the middle of the day. I mean, I could have a coffee. Don't get me wrong. I got good coffees now. But I'm drinking a pop instead. And pops make me burp. And I'm a man. And men burp. You know what? Women burp. And you know what? My cat burps. You know, burps happen. It's okay. I try not to be gross about it, though. I actually pissed some people off. You should... Oh, man. I want to brew some home fucking root beer so bad you don't have no fucking clue. Please, please, community, please. Help me find the type of root beer I'm looking for. Me and my mom brewed root beer as a kid. We had to make this stuff. It was powders. She did all the measurements. We poured it on the stove. We had to cook it. It would activate something. We'd put something in it. We'd mix it all. We'd let it sit overnight in a fucking big jug, and then we'd bottle it all in these fucking little bottles, and they would build pressure up over... I don't know, wait a minute. I think it had to... Maybe it had to brew in the thing. I can't remember. We might have had to brew it in the container for more than a day. But we brewed it for a little bit, and then we bottled it. And not only after bottling it, but they had to cure. The shit had to sit on the shelf for like a month before it was good. I fucking want it so bad. Oh my goodness. I wish I could fucking find out what the heck that stuff was. It was the best home-brewed root beer I've ever had in my life, and I've never found something like it since. Everything else is all like this, like, you rip some, it's like crystals. You don't even have to add your own sugar or anything. It's so weird, because I want to add, like, cane sugar and stuff, right? I don't want to use white sugar. Anyway, it's all like crystal shit, where you just, like, add this and shake it up, and it's instant root beer. I don't want instant root beer. I want some actual home-brewed dad's style root beer. I had fucking when I was a kid, and I can't find the same packages. My mom is a little bit old and just can't remember the brand name anymore, and neither can I. And dang it, I would love to find some actual home brewed root beer, because I bet you there's a way that I could infuse it and make it medicated root beer. I bet you there's a way. I bet you it would not be hard to make a tincture that I could add to each bottle. There is no way that that's a difficult thing to do. Okay, one more dab. Excuse me. But, so, I'm pretty sure it's going to be fucking, like, I don't even know why, again, I don't know why I asked, but it's pretty much going to be hash church. So I will start setting this thing up. I'm kind of waiting on a product. I'm waiting on a new product, and I want to run this new setup with this new product. And it won't be here for another week and a half, 2 weeks maybe. So I can't have it set up and running with a seed in soil for next week. But maybe the next week, maybe I can have it mostly set up. I can maybe have the tent ready for next week and have the setup, and we can talk about it and stuff. But I'm waiting on a new toy, man. I'm waiting on a new toy. I invested in something. I've had a bit of a problem with, not a problem, but I've discovered an issue with these time-lapse cameras that I've got. A couple issues. Number one, I was fibbed to somewhere down the line, and one of the ads said that it was a 1080p camera. And hot newsflash, it is not a 1080p camera. It is a 720p camera. And that's not the end of the world, but it is not what it was advertised as. But that's not the issue. The issue is more about the editing process and the fact that it comes in a bad format, and I can't focus on it unless I buy another $150 brand new lens with a manual focus on it. Fuck me. Fuck me hardy. So, it was like this. Option one, $150 on this lens kit right there. See this lens? They're about $180 or something after taxes and shipping and stuff. Anywhere I could find them. So, 150. Let's call it fucking $200 because they might shipping, importing fees, bullshit. Right? Let's make fart sounds. It was let's call it $200 or $190 or something. I found a new camera. God, I hope I'm not wasting my money. Fuck, I hate wasting my money on cameras. God, it's like my biggest bane. You know how much money I've wasted on cameras. I mean, I use them. This is one of my shitty cameras right here. This one right here. Anyway, it works for certain purposes, but it's not good for certain things. Anyway. This new camera that I got, it's not this one, is Wi-Fi thing. It hooks up to my phone, so I can do things like change the focus on a phone while it's recording. So I can check and be like, oh, I must have bumped it. It's out of focus. Oh, hold on. Bloop, bloop, save. Yep, okay, good. It's in focus again. So if it ever goes out of focus, I can check on it like daily and shit, right? Oh my goodness. It's just a million times better. I'm really fucking excited for this new camera. And the fact that it has some proper abilities on it and stuff that really have me, it's gonna change my ability to do, like, I can still use these, but this is gonna be a little bit better suited for what it is. This is literally an outdoor construction time-lapse camera. This is better. This is gonna work really good in the greenhouse. I got one in the greenhouse already, and we'll figure it out. But I'm excited for this new camera, and it was $200. So that's what I'm saying. It was like almost. It was basically the price of upgrading this thing I'm not happy with to make it a little bit better, or try something new that's telling me that it's doing about 3 more things that I want that I wish that this did. And it's smaller. So I'm gonna try it. God, again, I hope I'm not wasting my money. So, speaking of which, today I'm going by episodes to keep track for the sake of whatever, because it's kind of how I even planned it. But so we're at week 3. Top dressing, and it was that's right, hold on, 30 big scoops, and it was, hold on a second, it was 3 of the other 3 of the flour, 1 of the other 2 each. 1 and 1. Yeah, 1 and 1. Okay. There we go. Anyway, this is what I've started to do. I'm like so bad for like any sorts of records. Anyway, I've started keeping a fucking record, a little log book, a little notebook, just keeping a log of what I've done here, so that I can say, okay, well, obviously this one needed more nutrients, so whatever I gave it was not fucking enough, right? Now, it's not an exact amount, but she's pretty close. Oh my god, I'm all burping now, I'm sorry. I let one loose. Hey, welcome aboard. What was that, Juan? What did that say? Oh, Julian? I think so. Juan or Julian? I don't know how. Depends on how you pronounce your J there. Welcome aboard. What the fuck? I can comment with a phone, but not on the computer. Well, hello from an hour later. Jeep Mad. I ain't got you no blocked or nothing, brother. So I don't know what's going on. Your computer is a funky monkey, my friend. Okay, let's have one more dab so I can stumble on out of here in a better mood than I came in here. Not that I was in a bad mood, but you can't stumble out of here in a bad mood when you're as dabbed out as I am. Woo. I said this before, and I'm going to do it one of these days, but I got to set up the dab counter on the laptop here. This is my mobile. I have 2 broadcasting stations, by the way, for the show. Just in case you weren't quite aware, this is how it works. This is the mobile station. This is the laptop. This is what broadcasts the Grow Garage. and the greenhouse, because I can take this thing out into the greenhouse because it's, well, mobile. And then the Sunday session and a lot of my desk work stuff is all done, obviously, in the office. And that is not mobile. But I've had to have 2 stations. I've decided, like, it was just, I tried to, like, run cameras out here, but then I had to run monitors out here and second sets of keyboards out here. And I decided, well, maybe I just needed a second computer out here. And I had a cheap one, and then it fucking died. So then I spent a little bit of money on a good one, and now we got a good one. Stupid cheap ones. Don't buy cheap things. You buy cheap ass things, they're gonna break. Damn it. Cheers. See, that's actually why. It's funny that you say you have a hard time keeping track of things with a calendar and stuff. Me too. I got a big calendar and I write things on there like once every 2 weeks or something. But since I got this book, I've started keeping track of it. And that's what I've been doing, is I've been doing a log every time I broadcast my show. This show, the Grow Garage. This is a weekly show. So this is the Grow Garage pamphlet, if you will. At least on that time schedule, so it keeps me on track. It keeps me doing something. Oh, wowzer. Wow, man. Wow. So at any rate, at some point this week, I will do something with the setup of this 3x3 here. Whether or not I might even do a fucking video of the setup of it. I might do a quick little time lapse. Those are kind of fun. I got obviously time lapse cameras. But yeah, I might do a little time lapse fucking setup of it or something. I think those are always kind of fun, to be honest. So we'll do something like that, and I'll have that set up soon, next week, midweek at worst, but we'll get that done soon, before the end of the month, because like I said, I'm waiting on that other camera. When that other camera shows up, I want to start this grow off when that camera gets here, like pretty much the day it gets here. I'll germinate the shit and start the thing going. Ronald, how's it going? It's going well. It is. I'm pretty dabbed out though. I think it's time I leave. I think I showed all my ladies, and since you guys can't show me yours, I think I gotta go because I'm fucking stoned. Woo! Or I should, not stoned. I'm medicated. Pardon me. I'm well medicated. I'm doing obviously well. I can talk quite well. I can touch my nose. I could barely do the alphabet even when I'm sober. So fuck right off with that. Thanks for the show. Have a good night. Yeah, man. You guys have a good night. Don't forget. Oh, I forgot. I was gonna wear the pin. I'm fully vaccinated. I got my second shot. I'd be fully vaccinated. That's why the internet is so good now. My 5G is in full force now. It is triangulated with the first shot and the 5G no, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm kidding. Fuck off. But seriously, get your shot. I did get my shot. I am vaccinated. That's true. Fully, thank goodness. So do your part, man. Just get the fucking shot, man. It won't kill you. You know what might kill you? Not getting the shot. More people died of polio from not getting the polio vaccination than the opposite of that. You guys realize that's why people don't die of polio anymore, because we got fucking vaccinated for it, man. Come on. Anyway, you do you, but stay the fuck away from me if you fucking don't. Anyway, whatever. Have a good episode, or have a good fucking day after this, and I'll see you on the next episode, is what I'm saying. I'm stoned. I'm going to get the fuck out of here before I start saying too much preachy shit, and you guys get mad at me. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye.